$1,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Strip Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. It's football season, but it's also time.
We need to join a company that puts God and family first.
Hey.
401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Strip Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Strip Line, Troy, Alabama.
Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Strip Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive for us?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Strip Line is family, family, family.
Always.
That's right.
Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Strip Lines, Troy, Alabama. It's time for you to join a company that puts God and family first. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, height. There's nobody on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Go deep with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Join today, Troy, Alabama. Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Come join today. Been in business since 1959. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money.
We love Wiley Sanders.
Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.
Wiley Sanders is #1.
Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend?
Wiley Sanders.
Money. Let me have that football. At Wiley Sanders Strip Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Strip Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Strip Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Strip Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money.
We love Wiley Sanders.
Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.
Wiley Sanders is #1.
Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend?
Wiley Sanders.
Money. Let me have that football.
The TruckSmart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the PumpSmart feature. To use PumpSmart, simply click the PumpSmart icon in the app. Just like always, TruckSmart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. TruckSmart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app or during the PumpSmart process. Next, you can save time with PumpSmart by entering information like your vehicle and trailer IDs. If you're using a new payment card for the first time, you must first enter this information one time at the pump. After that, you can edit this information right in the app whenever you need to. TruckSmart stores this information for you. Next, you'll receive a code. You'll receive this code right in the app. Simply enter this code every time at the pump and fill her up. Once you're finished at the pump, your receipt is logged in your transaction history and stored right in the app.
And welcome to another Monday morning Truck Talk. Welcome to another Monday morning with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I was reading something. Derek Thompson sent me a scripture right at the time that Steve went to me. But is everybody happy to be here this morning? I am happy to be alive. I used to hear my old granddaddy used to say, boy, it's good to be on top of the ground and the ground not on top of you. And with that being said, I'm reaching out to the fathers this morning. Mothers, y'all listen too, but I'm reaching out to the fathers. And my scripture comes from Proverbs 19 and 18. Study Bible says, discipline your sons while there is hope, and do not become responsible for his death. King James Version says, chastise thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crime. And what I'm trying to say, fathers, we've got to do a better job. I'm talking about myself too. We just got to do a better job. We got to do a better job in our communities. We got to do a better job with our children, our boys. These are yet boys. We got to make them into men. Yes, there's a process. You first must be a boy before you can become a man. I don't care how you look at that. A boy turns into a man. And some never make it to the man part. They stay as a child. I can remember back when Paul said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child and I acted as a child. He said, but when I become a man, I put away childish things. I don't know. I just was there this morning. I look at the news and sometimes I just can't help but speaking out about it. But Derek Thompson sent me a scripture this morning. It was 1 Corinthians 15. Y'all know how I am with a phone now. 15 and 57. And he said, but thanks be to God who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. And I come from Derek Thompson, and that just really excites me. Anytime I get good scripture, it excites me. Now, what about this weekend? Was it not? What is football? Anybody can get beat any Saturday. Any Saturday, anybody can get beat. And it's just been a wild season. But did you notice this? We're in week 7. Steve, how many more games does Troy University got? I mean, it's coming. We over halfway. Am I serious to say we over halfway in the football season? But y'all know how excited I get when the Pike County Calamars Association is coming on the show, and they told me somebody else was coming, but I look out there and I see Mr. Johnny. They don't, poor Mr. Johnny, they gonna work him to death. They gonna work him. This is not who was supposed to be here, but I know what they told him. So, Mr. Johnny, you go. But we're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Mr. Johnny from the Pike Calamars Association.
It's football season, but it's also time.
We're here to join a company that puts God and family first.
Hey.
401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come, we join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. It's time for you to join a company that puts God and family first. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, height. There's nobody on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Go deep with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Join today, Troy, Alabama. Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Come join today. Been in business since 1959. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money.
Wiley Sanders!
Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Wiley Sanders!
We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.
Wiley Sanders is #1!
Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend?
Wiley Sanders!
Money. Let me have that football. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Mr. Johnny, that just shows you how time flies, because the Calamon women were supposed to be here because they got a big Christmas bazaar coming up. That's and right. It's coming up November the 9th at the Calamon's building. And it's from 9 to 3, $5 admission. Kids 12 and under get in for free. Mr. Johnny, that got me and you out of that.
I know what that left me at.
That left me and you. When they said under 12, we're a long way
I'm a long way from
we ain't going to get in there. And it says lots and lots of vendors. And so we know it's going to be a big event because it's at the Calamon.
Yeah,
and them Calamon ladies, I tell you what, they called me and they're coming on the show again. Just before this bazaar. But you come with a flyer here. It's the 33rd Peanut Butter Festival.
That's right.
Come back the way it used to be the last Saturday in October. That's October the 26th.
That's right.
Now, tell me something about that
well, we'll have probably 50 to 75 vendors, arts and crafts, and we got 8 or 9 food booths, and we got a lot of games for the children to play and all. Okay. One of them is I bring them a big bale of hay, and they put $200 of quarters and mix it up in the bale of hay and turn the kids loose on it. Now they love that. That's a lot.
So what you do? You put the quarters,
mix them up in the bale. They open the bale of hay and scatter it out a little bit, and then mix the quarters in there with them, and then
they say, "Go for it, boys."
They go for it, and they go for it. It's fun to watch.
I've got to come see that.
You got to see that.
Well, I have my grandboy that weekend and bring him there.
Bring him on down.
Let him do that.
No cost to come in. It's all free except for what you buy at the Arts and Crafts Show.
And I see that it's got arts and crafts, music and live entertainment,
that's
parade, right. 5K run, fried peanuts, and Coke samples, peanut butter. That's downtown Brundage, Alabama.
That's right. This is our 33rd year. Come on out and you'll have a good time. And maybe it looks like the weather may hold up for us.
I tell you, ain't it good it ain't so hot?
I know, it's nice out there now.
It's really nice. It's really nice. So y'all been doing this in Brundage for 33
years. That's right.
Where is it at in Brundage?
It's right
downtown.
Right downtown. Right downtown, right across from Troy Bank and Trust Bank now. It used to be right across from First National Bank.
Okay. Troy Bank and Trust have moved on down there.
Moved over there.
Okay. And the time, what time that starts?
It actually starts at 8 o'clock that morning. The 5K run starts in, and then the festivities and all start about 9. And we'll have live music on the stage up there, I think, from about 10 or so on the rest of the day. And it lasts from 9 to 3, I believe it is, 9 to 4, something like that. But it's an all-day event. You'll have a good time, and it's a good time to buy something at the Arts and Crafts. And it's also on the Ladies' Christmas Bazaar. It's a good time to buy Christmas presents. They got everything you can think of.
They got it down the road.
They got it all.
Well, if y'all are a part of it, I know it'll be good. But I tell you when I'm really looking at you can tell I like to eat. It says food vendors.
That's right.
The last time I went, it had some good food.
They have some good food.
Oh.
I like one of them big old turkey legs.
That's what I was about to say. So you took it right out of my mouth. Oh, yeah, turkey leg. If I go to a car race, boy, I get me a turkey leg. It's just something about the way they cook it. They don't be dry. They just be tender. I've cooked them and mine didn't turn out like that.
I don't know how to cook it like that.
And this Christmas bazaar, this on November the 9th at the Calamon's building now.
Right.
I see what they're saying. Admission is $5. Mm-hmm. Kids are free under 12. Now, how long have they been doing that? I'm just curious.
I don't know exactly. Probably about 8 or 9 years. Okay. Not a long time, but it's been going on.
I know. I was talking to Shay about it, and she seemed like they was real excited. And
Shay has been a lot of help.
Yeah, and I want her to get us some flyers. You see this flyer, and you can pass this on to them. This flyer here.
That's right.
Next Monday, or during the week or on some of our stuff, we'll get Steve to kind of flash this flyer by.
Yeah.
So if they give us some flyers, it's a good idea to bring this. We can.
There's your bunch. Yeah.
And I'll put I'll put some at work.
All right, I appreciate it.
You know, we're living in a time, Mr. John, and I think you agree with me when I say that we got to pick more time out to do stuff that these children want to do.
That's right.
Well, us old folks, we just enjoy. I know you like me. Just enjoy watching them have
Watching
fun.
the kids have fun.
Have
I love that.
And they can't put these events on themselves.
No.
So when somebody takes time and put the event on, we got to support it.
That's right.
We got to support
Support
it
the
to
kids.
keep it coming on.
That's what young kids need now, support. From those.
Support. And you guys, I've never seen y'all have nothing that you didn't have something that you kind of specially did for
That's
them.
right, for the kids. No.
And it's all about them because they are our future now.
They are our future. And they'll take over before we know it.
I can't remember what all I said this morning in the recruiting class. Just long try to do something day after day, but they can do it. And so we as a community, we have to support these things.
Yeah, that's right.
If you don't come and stay for 5 minutes, but come and support it.
Yeah.
Come bring your kid. All of us got a grandkid.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a grandchild or a child. You could take a friend's child that you know that might not be able to go.
That's exactly right.
And you're in a situation where you can take them.
And it makes all the difference in the world to them for somebody to pay enough attention to them to take them to something like that.
Yeah, let them play them games and stuff.
Let them have fun.
And I'd see the bazaar. I'll tell you what. Now you know, if them Lady Calamans got it, they ain't no telling what all
they'll have it down pat. I guarantee. We might throw it together as cattlemen, but the cattle women do it right.
Yo, you take your daughter. You told me she's the president, right?
Yeah, she's the president.
I bet they're gonna have something good to eat there.
Yeah, they will. And she's gonna come this morning, but she had 3 little girls with her granddaughters.
I got a message that ain't got to do with neither one of these. But see, I'm a country boy, and when you say thank you, things will happen for you again.
That's right.
I found that out in life.
That's right.
You tell your wife that I said thank you. Because when we was at the rodeo, she said, "Come here, Jeffrey." And I went over there and she said, I ain't gonna say what kind of cake. She said, "Some cake over there." Tell him I said, "Give you a piece." Well, I don't know. I know she didn't think I was shy. But she got up and got it for me, made sure I got. You tell I said thank you. Tell I noticed that. I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, when she was packing it up at home, I said, "What you doing with that?" She said, "Don't worry about it. I'm taking it to Mr. Benny."
When you tell I said thank you, see, you have to see when you show people you appreciate stuff, you'll get something else again. Something else in return. But if you don't say nothing to act all, that's what I ain't got time for that. You got to show yourself thankful. And I want to read this flyer again because I don't want people to miss it. It's the 33rd. Now you got to think about this. If they've been doing it for 33 years, they know how to do it by now.
Yes, sir.
They know how to do it by now. It's the Big Peanut Butter Festival. It's come back to the way it used to be.
That's right.
The last Saturday in October. That's October. In case you don't know, that's October the 26th, 2024. Peanut butter recipe consists of, listen at this, games, food, vendors, arts and crafts, and they have some nice arts and crafts, music and live entertainment, a parade. They're going to have a 5K run. And that starts at 8, I think.
8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. Fried peanut and Coke samples.
Now the parade is at 1 o'clock, and anybody can come and join in it. It's a Nutter Butter Parade, we call it.
Nutter Butter Parade.
You have to be a little nutty to be in and have a good time.
You know what? I got a little old MG. I wish I'm gonna mark that down. I'm gonna
ride.
Ride it down.
Ride or walk, whatever you want to do. Ride a horse or whatever.
I'm gonna try to come in the parade.
Come on, really enjoy it.
We was sitting at the traffic light yesterday, and my wife looked around. She said, "Everybody's bigger than us." You ever seen one, Mr. Donner? Little old MG?
No, I have. Yes, I have.
I got a 1980 MG.
Is that right?
Yeah, that thing is cute. I'm too big for it, but
I don't think I could get in one.
Well, it's challenging for me to get in it now, but once I get in it, I just stay in it. I drove it to church. I drive it there, get out, come back, get in, drive it back home. It ain't no car to go pay no bills on.
No,
and you don't do that.
You don't want to get in and out.
No, you don't want to get in and out of it. You don't want to get in and out of it. So how's things going down at the Calamars? I see where y'all be having a lot of events. I come by there a couple of weeks ago and there was a bunch of stuff out there.
We've got our church has got a pumpkin patch out there. I wanted to mention it too. We did have beside the road, but we have a lot of children from schools come on different days. It was too close to 231, so we moved it back some on the property a little bit. But you just come in the driveway and move right over to the right there. Come on out. We got about 700 or 800 pumpkins out there, from one's about that big around to some that big around. So come on out and get you one or two or three or four.
Who planted them, Mr. John?
Al Fisher got it all set up.
He got it all set up. Well, that's good. Hey, what you doing with my buddy? Got the Muse.
Yeah, done.
No, Mr. Renfro. What you doing, Mr. Renfro?
We keep him busy. He's been out there about every day. He keeps us all straight.
Mr. Renfro, that's my buddy. That's my buddy. But really, and y'all can be a light to other people. That's something that was started, and you got a bunch of good men together, and you just continue to grow.
That's right.
You continue to grow. And I done been to a lot of rodeo facilities. I done been to a lot of events, and it ain't nothing no better than Pike County Cattlemen's Association.
And it gets a little bigger and a little better every year.
Oh yeah, and it's clean. The bathrooms are clean, and air-conditioned building, and good stalls, a good arena, and all
everything
that.
Set up good.
And got the campsites.
Campsite. We got good people, volunteers that are working all and all.
Yeah,
that's what helps us.
And one thing about a volunteer worker, my granddaddy told me this. So a volunteer worker, he good because he didn't have to come.
That's right.
A man coming and is getting paid, he might not, won't feel like going down here. Let me go.
But the volunteer is going to be there.
A volunteer come, he wanted to be there. That's right. What he wanted to be there.
He wanted to help out.
What about Derek Thompson? You keeping him straight down? That's the Presidente.
He's the Presidente.
Y'all keeping him straight down.
We try to. That's a hard job. I do want to mention something though. Our church got up. We rented a 26-foot truck a couple of weeks ago and loaded it up with nine pallets of water and some clothes and food and other odds and ends, and took it over to Hazelhurst, Georgia, to the people that were affected by Lena over there. And then I talked to Derek about getting us a big trailer. Everybody's wanting to bring more stuff. People helping out every which way. Yeah. And so he got us a big truck down there. I want to thank Sanders Truck Lines for doing that. They're involved in the community in every which way you can think of.
Well,
that makes a difference.
And when you got a community like this, and love is what love does, and you always got to think, it's them people today. But me and you old enough, we remember Opal.
That's right. I remember it very well. Yeah.
We was at that Mercy. We didn't have no electricity. We didn't have this and that. And it drawed us together.
You know how it feels.
You know how it feels.
And Elena, if it had to turn a little bit to the west, it would come right up through here instead of going up through Georgia.
You don't know when your time is.
No, that's right.
Thinking of that, now I want to mention this too. Max Hughes passed Saturday.
Did he? I knew Max a long time.
I knew Max a long time, and I called. They get calls washed with us, and they've been in this community a long time. And they had the funeral and everything. I guess he had it all set up. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, if you see any of his son or anybody, just tell them, hey, I found out about kindness. It's so easy to be kind.
It's a lot easier to be kind. Make you feel better yourself.
It's just easy. And the Bible tells us it's better to give than to receive. And if you just look at those things, stop, look, and listen.
That's right.
And we just do that, stop, look, and listen. And when we talk about stopping, we want everybody, October the 26th, to stop in Brundage, Alabama at the Big Peanut Butter Festival. And Mr. Jonathan got my wheels a turning. He said The Nutty Buddy Parade. That means you got to be a little, whatever you put in the parade, as long as it's decent in order and it's about fun.
That's fun.
I ain't no telling what you know. Then you're going to see some ride lawnmowers, some
Everything you can think of.
I always talk about it. You talk about the auction that you have every year. Yeah. I will tell Mr. Johnny now. I was down there. It's been several years ago. It was a white pickup down there, and I had bought the truck. And I was telling Mr. Johnny something about it. And everything I tell him about it, he said, "Yeah," and this and that. And I said, "Yeah, it seemed like it won't go." He said, "Yeah, it'll do that. It just slipped." And finally, I asked him, I said, "Mr. Johnny, how you know something about the truck?" He said, "It used to be mine." Well, that same truck, one of the guys at the airport, I sold it to him. And every time he comes to the gym, I said, "You still riding?" He said, "Man, I'm still riding."
I put a lot of miles on that truck.
That truck, I just want you to know that truck is still rolling around. Still rolling around. And one of the guys at the Calamar, I can't think of his name. He works at the lead plant. But he had a gray 2500. It's sitting out there right now. I painted it red, but I bought it. And I tell you how people know their stuff. Even after I painted it, he flagged me down one day. He said, "Man, you painted my old truck." I said, "Yeah, I painted it."
Made it look a little bit better.
Yeah. He had did a bunch of work on it. I did a bunch of work on it, but I don't know. A man needs God in his life, a good wife, and a pickup.
If you got that, that's all you can ask for.
You got to have those three. If somebody wants to ask me what I want, God in my life, a good wife, and a pickup.
That's right.
That's no
and I've got it all.
I got it too.
I got all three of them.
I got all three of them. I know a lot of my friends that got them, and they're happy. I don't know. I did it twice. Sometimes it takes me a little longer. I remember when them Tahoes first came out. I had to have one. I said, "I got trailers. I don't need no pickup. I get ready to haul something. I hook my trailer to this." And I sold my truck and got that Tahoe. And I never told nobody. I can tell it now. But it wasn't 2 weeks later. I was sick.
You had to have your pickup back.
I done sold my pickup and I was a little upside down. So I had to work my way back to my pickup. Boy, I done that. Well, then, 10 or 15 years later, I got that hankering. I got to have one of them big S. I got to have one. I don't need no pickup. I got this older pickup. That lasted for about 3 months. I told my wife, "I'll buy you any kind of vehicle that I can afford. But I'm going to keep me a pickup and I'm done with it and I'm through with it."
Yeah. I don't care how old it is, as long as it still runs.
It still runs. I got stuff stored all in the back of mine. I went to Atlanta. Mr. Johnny, we have to be careful when we get old. I went to Atlanta this weekend. I put my flow jack in my toolbox just in case I had a flat. Yeah. And I saw this red handle. I said, "It's so junky in there." I said, "Okay, that's the handle to it." When I got home, I was taking it out. That wasn't the handle to it. That was the handle to some bolt cutter. Man, if I'd have had a flat, I'd have had a nice flow jack, but I wouldn't have had that.
It wouldn't help you much.
But the good Lord looked out for me. I had a flat. I don't know. I guess 231. I know I stopped up there in Tuskegee and got some gas. And when I backed into the car wash, I had a flat. It done blowed out, but it hadn't got on the rim. So
that's tough sometimes. You get caught in a situation.
You get caught in a situation. But I know there's some good men about down at the Pike County Calamars. I could have called them and they would have came.
They'd have come up there and changed it for you.
Now you tell them ladies, the Calla ladies, about their Christmas bazaar to get me up a flyer and I'm going to put it on our program. But I want to say it again to the people out there. That is November the 9th. And it is at the Calamars, and it starts at 9 to 3. I want everybody here. It's price low. Everybody can go $5. If you're under 12, it's free. And they ain't got lots down here one time. They got lots and lots of vendors.
That's right.
And you say your daughter is the president, and she got lots and lots. It's gonna be a lot of.
There'll be a lot of stuff there.
And you come down there, you can get you some Christmas present, get you whatever you need. But the other thing we want you to know about is the last Saturday in this month. And us country folks, that's how we count Saturday. We say third Saturday, second Saturday.
That's right.
But these younger folks, we ain't have to tell them.
You have to give them a date.
Yeah, you had to give them a date. 26th of October, 2024. Please come. Please bring your kids. Most of all, bring your kids. Music, 5K at 8 o'clock. But they're going to have a parade. Mr. Johnny said, this parade, you got to be a little peanut buttery. Just let your imagination run wild. Decent in order, of course. And you can also email. The email is mandy@gmail.com for more information. So, hey, come on out to 26. And they're saying they're doing it. I see it. You got a big excitement or punctuation mark about back to the way it used to be. So I guess it's getting
it's fun things and all like kids and all used to do. And we've got an old peanut picker out there that used to hold us stacks of peanuts. I know young people don't know what they are, but people used to stack peanuts around the pole and stack it up. And then when they dried out a little later in the fall and all, they pick them up sometimes with a mule thing. But I was along in the 50s, so we picked them up with the tractor with the lift on the back of the tractor. Took them to the stationary picker, they called it, because it stayed in one place. You had to take the peanuts to it.
Yeah.
And then they'd pick them. And then we also got an old square baler that used to put the hay after they picked the peanuts into it by hand, and it would pack it up and wrap it and all. You had to put the wiring all through it. I've done it. You get home at night, all you could see was the whites of your eyes. It was a dirty, nice job, but that's the way it was a long time ago. It was a lot of hard work.
But sitting there watching you explain that, ladies and gentlemen, you probably remember when we had the auction, and we didn't do it this year. I think you had a doctor's appointment, but one year we did it. And me and you went out there, and I was asking some questions about what is this, and you knew all that equipment.
I know most all that.
And I had some people call me and say, "Man, I'm so glad y'all done that." Say, I ain't gonna buy one of them, but I want to know what some of that stuff was.
That's right.
And so it was good. I want me one of these. You see them down at the beach, and I saw one somewhere else, but it's this big old chair. You almost got to get a ladder to get in it. Yeah. I'm going to get me one of them. My wife said, what are you going to do with that? I said, I just want one.
I'll get it.
I just want one. I wouldn't pull the trigger on one. Man had one. I had got him down to a price. And I had him, as you can see, I had him right where I wanted him. I let him go. I let him go. And I hate that. And I ain't found one at that price since. And I should have moved when I had it in my hand. So that's what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss these dates. And I'm going to go on again. Don't miss the big Calla Women's Bazaar, Christmas Bazaar. That's November the 9th. And they're going to be back on again. We've had some time to talk to them. They're coming back. But it starts at 9 to 3. $5 is the admission. $12 for under 12. Free for under 12. Lots and lots of vendors. And Mr. Johnny just said it's going to be over 50 vendors there. I mean, if you eat it, they got it.
They got it.
If it's 50 vendors, if you eat it, they got it.
For a Christmas present.
Yeah, you can buy some stuff for Christmas present. And also, October the 26th, the Big Peanut Butter Festival. And I'm excited about that. And tell them again how you do those quarters. I bet that you take a bale of hay.
I take a big round bale of hay. I take but one of my bales of hay, and they cut the strings on it and break it apart and put $200 in quarters in the thing, mix it all up in the thing, and then they turn the kids loose, however many is there, and they go digging the hay till they find the quarters.
How long does it take them to get them?
It takes a little while to dig them all out. But it's a lot of fun. Then they got several other games and all for kids.
Yeah, I want to see that game.
But it's a lot of fun.
You know, this year was the first year that my little grandson, he got a chance to ride the mutton buster. Yeah. And my son told him, say, he got up there and he said, I don't want to do this. And he told him, I'm going to take you and buy you a toy. Boy, he went on and got on it. his first ride career was very short, but at least he's done it. I'm anxious to see that he do that next year.
That's about the most fun of the rodeo of all. Is watching the mutton
That
bust.
mutton buster something else. I got a friend that I work with on the radio station, and he likes the mud busting and the bull ride.
Yeah,
And he'll try to get out of here if he can to get it. You guys put his sign up, the big KD, put it inside the arena. And that's another thing I want to tell people. Man, do some business with the Calamans so you can get your sign put up in there, because they got them put up nice.
all right.
They're nice now.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Ronnie Bozeman and all. Ronnie Bozeman and a little help with him, and I'll put up all those signs.
Well, they
It
nice.
took them a while. They had to rent a pastor a lift to go up and put them up, but they did a good job with it.
Well, they don't get so dirty and they'll last a lot
Right, and they
longer.
last a lot longer like that. And the wind can't get to them and tear them up.
Well, I got lucky, Mr. Dunn.
What you do?
They some kind of way they made two for Trojan Detail, and Derek Thompson bought me the other one.
Well,
I put it out there in front of my place.
You deserve it.
I got lucky. They made two. But you know, people, when I tell people this, and I do, and I mean this from my heart, anytime you can get a group of people like that, and I see what they do for the kids, and you see the atmosphere, and I've got a little girl that I've been bringing that little girl, I know, 6 or 7 years. And the first time she hears that on the radio or see a sign about it, she gonna call Uncle Hoss. She gonna call me.
Yeah.
We going? I said, we going. We going. And I've got my son kind of involved. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just good, clean fun. I'll say it, and I say it with all honesty and from my heart. If the Calamans Association has got something to do with it, it's gonna be good.
That's right. We try to have a lot of keep it good, clean fun for the whole family.
Good, clean fun. And it's most of the time priced. No, not most of the time. All the time priced where everybody can go.
Right, prices. I know things have gone up some, and we had to go up a little, but we try to keep it under control.
But you ain't going up double, triple,
going up.
and all that.
Yeah.
And when you do that and people see you do that, it'll make them work harder to
That's
come.
right.
You don't know how many families probably say, well, I know I can go to rodeo. I can carry all the kids with them. And it just, the guys that work with us, I love to see them. The mechanics, they work hard. We got some of them that love to go, and I make sure I get them some tickets, and they come, they show up. And that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. When somebody thinks enough of you to give you a ticket, please, ma'am, please, sir, show up. Use the ticket.
Use it.
Use the ticket. Don't abuse it. Use the ticket, because if you're sitting at home with that ticket on your dresser, it's somebody that probably would have came if they'd had that opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody would have.
They would have came. And when the Calamans, they give out a lot of tickets and want to talk about the scholarships. I was unaware of how many y'all gave away.
Almost between the cattlemen and cattlewomen, it's right at $20,000 a year. And that's a lot of scholarships.
And I never will forget CJ. You know CJ?
Yeah.
CJ and me both, he's younger than me, but I'm old. I was in third class and he was in it. And he told me, I said, man, excuse me. I said, how you get a scholarship? He said, I filled out for it. So if you don't fill out for it,
you sure ain't going to
Well, that's what he told me. He said,
apply for it.
He said, I applied for it. He got it. And over $20,000. So that means your child could be the next one to get one.
That's right. Just remember, in the spring of the year, get your application. Most all the schools in this area, well, I reckon all of them has the application. So all you got to do is fill it out and send it in.
My mother told me that she told her daddy that she wanted to go to school. This been a long time ago. And he told us, well, I'm going to buy 3 more hogs and I'm going to send you to school, but you're going to have to help me. And you're going to have to get your grades. And she said she would help him feed the hogs, and they go in the neighborhood and get slop. Moral of the story was, they stopped one day and this lady told us, baby, she was at some store and she saw college fund. And she told us, you ought to fill out for that. You may win it. And so she said, well, I ain't going to win. And so her daddy told her, you definitely not going to win if you don't fill it out. Right. You know how them old folk was. They'd encourage you to do it. Well, he went by there and he got one of them off the counter where they had it. She filled out for, and I don't know what, $100, $50. That was a lot of money.
A lot of money then, that's right.
And she won it. And when they was talking about it, so the lady told us that they'd been sitting up there for 3 months. So the lady came by and picked them back up. So yours said, did anybody fill out one? She said, yeah. The lady said, well, she's the winner because she's the only one filled out one.
That's the way it is with us sometimes. We'll have maybe, if we give away the cattlemen about 10 or 12, we may not have 12 or 14 applicants. So, but fill them out. You never know.
You never know. That was the moral of the story, to fill them out. And I guarantee you, and I'll stand behind this. If they say they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And when I look at you, what you said about the water, and I think about Wiley Sanders being into the water, I want to say this to you. Some can buy a case. Some can buy 5 cases. But there's some people out there, they may not can buy but 1 6-pack. Well, you know where I'm going to go with this. The woman that didn't have but a little bit, she put in there.
Put a penny in there. Yeah.
She put a penny in there. And Jesus recognized it more than anything. Get what you can.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Get what you can. But don't think yours don't count. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. I ain't gonna go no higher. But you know what I'm saying. Just keep putting it in there.
Well, Derek got a big truck, big long 53-foot truck.
That's what they are.
Out there at the church, last Wednesday, I believe it was. And this morning we will finish filling it up.
This morning.
We've had great donations from Birmingham. The man called Friday, and he wanted to donate a pallet or 2 of water. And I said, well, let me get with our preacher now. You gave some direction on how to do it now. So he didn't ever get a hold. I didn't ever get a hold of preacher. And I saw him at the pumpkin patch in a little while, and I asked him, did the man ever call him? And he said, no. I said, well, I'm going to call him back right now. I called him back, and he said, no. Said, I never did get a hold of him. Said, I'd love to donate some water. And I said, well, that'd be good. And he said, where did I get it from? I said, well, you can get it from Piggly Wiggly, or if you need a lot, from Horn Beverage. And he said, well, I know folks at Horn Beverage. Said, I'll call them and say that. He said, I want to give 10 pallets of water.
Wow.
10 pallets, and that's going to fill it up this morning.
That's going to fill it up.
Fill up the truck. And this is the first truck we drove over ourselves, rented the truck, church did, and me and the preacher drove over there to Hazelhurst, Georgia, and took it. But they've got electricity and water now, so he talked to some people with the disaster relief thing. They need it in Florida right now, so this truck is going to Florida.
Let me share something with you, and I can't remember the storm, but what I can remember, I got elected to carry the truck and trailer over there. It was somewhere in South Carolina, and I never will forget it. I left early that morning, and I got there that night, and I had a contact number. And I called the lady. I said, I'm here. I said, I'm going to get me a room. She said, sir, you're here in town? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, we'll get you a room. Would you bring that stuff to us? She said, we got people here waiting. I said, well, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, I'll be glad to. And I remember going down that street, and I was just praying, Lord, don't let me tear the lights down or nothing. And I got down in this street and got backed up, and they had a warehouse. And as I was unloading it, because they said, you ain't got to unload. I said, no, I'm going to help y'all unload. We unloaded that stuff, and there was cars that was coming up. And there was a preacher, too, that was kind of handing it out, and they handed it out. And he just plain old country folk.
Yeah.
I got to smelling something. Kept smelling something. It's this guy that went and got 2 fries. God bless him. He was frying that chicken over there. He was just frying chicken. And people was just, and these people, they didn't know me from Adam's House Cat. I didn't know them, man. And we unloaded it, and it was a 53, and it had clothes. It sit over there at the Baptist Church across from All In Credit.
Yeah.
It sit over there. And I remember Mr. Wiley carrying trailers to Elba and stuff. So we've always done that, and that's why things have always been good for Sanders and all our companies.
They do.
We haven't kept our hands.
They do a lot for the community, a lot.
They do a lot.
I asked Derek about it last Tuesday night. He said, "Let me call you tomorrow and let you know for sure about a truck." And he called me and said, "Where do you want it?" I said, "You got it?" He said, "Yes, sir." So I told him, "Bring it on down there."
What you told us? Bring it on.
Bring it on. We'll fill it up. It might take a few weeks to fill it up. And I was surprised. The preacher called me yesterday about 2:00, and he said, "Johnny," said, "I got a man bringing a pallet or two of water and some other stuff that he's coming at 6:00, and I got Bible study then." Said, "Can you handle it?" I said, "I'll get somebody to help unload it." And I thought he was going to have 1 or 2 pallets, but you don't ever know when somebody comes. So I went and borrowed my oldest son's tractor. It's got a forklift on the front of it. And I took it on down there. I got there about 5:30 waiting on him. He got there about 5:40. And he had 9 pallets.
You were glad you had that tractor.
I am glad I had it. But he had food. He had 6 pallets of food that had come. He works for in Dothan, I think it was. They bought all the food. And he had 6 pallets of that, and then 3 pallets of water went on there. And that's when we went to Hazelhurst, Georgia. It was 6:00 at night before we got over there, and we had a contact person. They wasn't there, but he called them. And they came on over and started unloading it. When they got it unloaded, the man said, "Y'all the biggest blessing we've had." Said, "We run out of water today. We was wondering what in the world we're gonna do about water tomorrow."
And y'all came,
and we came about 6:00 at night. And he said, "Y'all timed it just right."
Well, that's good.
God timed it for us.
That's right. That's who timed it. Well, I'm gonna run back over it one more time, Mr. Johnny. The Callum women having a Christmas bazaar. That's November the 9th at the Cattlemen's Association building. That's gonna be from 9:00 to 3:00. $5 admission, but if you're under 12, it's free. Total free. Bring them little kids out. And I already know the number now. It's going to be over 50 vendors there. And if you eat it or if you need it, they got it. It's a good time for you to get something. You think about it. You can come down, do some shopping, and get your Christmas present, have a good time. And them little ones, you just watch this. If you don't smile, if your heart don't warm when them little kids smile, I want you to go get your heart checked. I do. I want you to go get your heart checked. If you don't find some joy in your heart, I want you to go get it checked when them little kids smile. And now they're having the 33rd Peanut Butter Festival. It's back like it used to be, and it's October the 26th. And they're going to have a 5K run at 8:00. After that, they're going to have a parade. Now, they telling you about this parade. Have fun. Build a peanut butter about it. You know, have your big old peanut butter. I always had me a big old peanut with 2 tires on it and ride down. But motorcycle guys, y'all get ready.
That's right.
Remember, have a good time. Whatever you do, be safe. Watch the kids. And before I go, I want to tell you something that I did. And I'm not going to take the credit for it. Kim Hunt, I drove in the Goshen parade. And I was, when you got these big trucks, you got to be careful. I said, the lady told me I could bring some candy. I said, I'm scared to throw that can out that truck. I said, I couldn't live with myself. Yeah. She taught me a little trick. We took some little sandwich bags and we put the candy in there. We rolled it up and we taped it. You can take that little sandwich bag. It'll be about like this. Yeah, and when you throw it out your window, you'll throw it over their head.
Right.
And I was doing it on purpose. They was, hey. Yeah. And I throw it over the head.
I never thought
Natural instincts, they're going to run back.
Yeah.
They're going to run back.
They get away from it.
And I told Kim, I said, you might have just invented something. Because I'll never go to another parade without it being in that little bag. Yeah. Like I say, she sit there, and God bless Kim Hunt. She works for us there. She sit there and rolled up 75 bags of it. I went and got a box of bags from Dollar General, and she rolled them up. And like I said, they about like that when you got to roll them. And I could throw it out the window, and I could just throw it hard enough, and it'd go over the head.
Get away from it. And you can't individual candy. It's like we fall right side the truck.
Right side the truck, and I was doing out of both windows. I told her, I said, any parade I go, that's our house. So if I come down on that MG, when you see that plastic bag come out the can, you so hard got it. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
It's football season, but it's also time.
For you to join a company that puts God and family first.
Hey.
401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come, we join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family, family, family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. It's time for you to join a company that puts God and family first. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, height. There's nobody on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Go deep with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Join today, Troy, Alabama. Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Come join today. Been in business since 1959. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money, money, money.
We love Wiley Sanders.
Hey, we got 401k. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.
Wiley Sanders is #1.
Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend?
Wiley Sanders.
Money, money, money. Let me have that football. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money, money, money.
We love Wiley Sanders.
Hey, we got 401k. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Wiley Sanders.
We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.
Wiley Sanders is #1.
Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend?
Wiley Sanders.
Money, money, money. Let me have that football.
The TruckSmart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the PumpSmart feature. To use PumpSmart, simply click the PumpSmart icon in the app. Just like always, TruckSmart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. TruckSmart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app or during the PumpSmart process. Next, you can save time with PumpSmart by entering information like your vehicle and trailer IDs. If you're using a new payment card for the first time, you must first enter this information one time at the pump. After that, you can edit this information right in the app whenever you need to. TruckSmart stores this information for you. Next, you'll receive a code. You'll receive this code right in the app. Simply enter this code every time at the pump and fill her up. Once you're finished at the pump, your receipt is logged in your transaction history and stored right in the app. It's fast and convenient. PumpSmart is just another way that the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America is making life on the road a little easier. At Travel Centers of America, we know that life on the road can present challenges. That's why we created the TruckSmart app. The TruckSmart app makes life on the road stress-free by putting all of the services and amenities at TA, Petro, and TA Express right at your fingertips. And for Ultra One members, the app makes the perks of membership even easier to access. The TruckSmart app helps you get what you want when you want it. For starters, you can search TruckSmart to find which services are available at the TA, Petro, and TA Express locations that are around the corner or on your route. And you can reserve and pay for reserved parking or a shower right in the app. The app's simple and secure sign-in gives you the ability to securely link your credit card. Need a specific service for your truck or specialty fuel? Maybe you have a taste for a specific restaurant, or maybe you need a pet area or a place to work out. The TruckSmart app finds the things that make life easier while you're on the road. If you aren't already, you can become an Ultra One member right from the TruckSmart app. Quickly and easily create a loyalty account to start earning Ultra One points, Ultra credits, and more. With TruckSmart, Ultra One members can manage their account, and the app delivers real-time updates on things like point balances and your monthly gear level. TruckSmart even gives Ultra One members an up-to-date tracker of the gallons of fuel needed to reach the next gear, so they can earn more points. Need an oil change or other truck maintenance? No problem. Ultra One members can also get in the TA Truck Service queue right in the TruckSmart app. Get real-time traffic and weather alerts, and with TruckSmart, help is there when you need it. You can connect with Road Squad emergency breakdown service from the app in just one click. We've updated the app with a new intuitive design that will help you easily find what you're looking for. And we're always adding features to help make your time on the road stress-free. With the TruckSmart app, you can arrive at any TA, Petro, or TA Express location with confidence, knowing your time is well spent. Life on the road just got a lot easier with the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America. You think you know Travel Centers of America's Ultra One program, but do you know today's Ultra One? Ultra One now gives you more points, more rewards, more options. Gear up to get more by signing up for Ultra One today. Ultra One is the loyalty program that saves you time and money just for fueling at TA, Petro, and TA Express locations. Take advantage of flexible reward points and reward credits that you can redeem on showers, meals, parking, and more. And it's free to be an Ultra One member.
You know, one of the greatest parts I like of being with Truck Talk with Wiley and the Truck Line is the great people I get to talk to. Mr. Johnny has got to be, I don't know, the man is up there in age, but when the Calamans, he's a pinch hitter. He's a pinch hitter. Now, when I looked up and saw him this morning, I just started laughing because I talked all week to Shay. Shay ain't been mean to you. I talked all week to Shay Bozeman, and they was asking when they could come, and I said, anytime. You got an open floor mat here. And I'm going to say this because I don't want people to think that just the Cattlemen's Association has an open floor mat. You have an open floor mat. Long as it's positive. Long as it's positive, you can call me or Steve Kemp, and you can come talk about anything you want to talk about on this show. Long as it's positive, especially if it's involving this community, that's what we're about. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, KW Plastic, KW Containers, Sanders Lead Company, and Sanders Fertilizer. Any way that we can help this community grow to be better, we're here to do that. And this show is for that. Mr. Sanders has allowed me to just operate it in that way. We don't have sponsors. We don't need sponsors. So we don't have to run a whole bunch of commercials. We can do, me and Mr. Johnny, I think we talked for 35 minutes. But we talked about some positive stuff. This peanut festival, I had to keep putting my glasses on because I got what I can't see. I'm going to get me some real glasses. These are just readers. But the 33rd annual peanut butter festivals. And he says it's back like it used to be in this October the 26th, 2024. Stuff like that. That's positive. The Calla women having a Christmas bazaar, and it's November the 9th. I mean, these things are positive things in this community. October 26th, they're having a big parade, and I am dead serious. I've been wanting to just put my little MG in something. It's so cute. It's a cute little old card. I look like a giant in it, and I love it. My wife, she just sits over there and rides. She don't say a word. She just sits over there and rides. Deep down, she's saying, we've got a couple other cars we could have came on, but we're on this. But I just want to tell you, Troy and all surrounding areas, think positive. Think of good things. Read your Bible. Get into your community. See what's going on. Help someone. Everyone needs some help in some kind of area. Even I need help. See something I'm doing wrong? Tell me about it. See something that'll help this show? Tell me. Tell me. Old lady just turned 90? Tell me so I can tell others. We just want to stay positive. We want to stay positive. Yes, I'm going to talk about trucking because trucking moves this country. You got a child that is still at home, and it is very common these days. Just 21 years old, invest in him. You don't invest 21 years in him, so it ain't going to hurt to go 6 weeks, 12 weeks, or 10 weeks. Put him in a truck driving school. He can come out of that school. He ain't got to go away from home. He can come right out of that school, come right over there to Sanders Road, and drive and make $50,000 to $60,000 a year out of school. Out of school. You tell me where you can do that. You tell me where you can do that. I've got this. Y'all, when y'all see me look up like that, there be this guy in the back, like 2 minutes. And then when I say, I ain't going to stop, he goes, okay. He puts a big old sign up, I'll charge you more. I don't know where you got that sign from, but it's a big old sign. He just puts it up. I'll charge you more. First it goes 2 minutes, and I go, I ain't stopping. Here you go. And he just be laughing while he's doing it. He be, hey, don't stop. So that means I got to get out of here. I had a ball. Anytime I talk to somebody from the Pike County Cattlemen's Association, I do have a ball. I have a ball talking to you, and you. Give us a call, 334-372-5049. That's for anything. If you need a job driving a truck or if you need to come on this show, that number works both ways. Until next Monday, you be nice, you be kind, you have a good time. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money, money, money. Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders.